Hey guys, welcome back. It's so good to see you again very soon. I thought that it would be kind of fun to do a makeup video. It's been a while since I've done a little tutorial for you guys and a little makeup haul. So I went on NYX's website. They were having a sale for 20% off if you bought, I think, $60 worth of stuff, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So I decided to take advantage of it and get some stuff that I've been really waiting to have. And yeah, I'm looking a little very plain Jane right now. I just have a little bit of light foundation on at the moment with a bit of primer. I use the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. That's why I'm looking really dewy. And also because I dermaplane my face, so that's why I'm looking really extra dewy and bright. Okay, that's a secret little trick of mine, which is no longer a secret, I guess. And I used, of course, trusted NARS. I think this is Natural Radiant. Yeah, Natural Radiant. I love this one. It's really great. The only thing, it does not color match me as perfectly as Milani's foundation. Milani's foundation, the 2-in-1 conceal, is amazing. I love that one. I just can't find it. Like, you guys ever lose your makeup products around the house? You're just like, where did it go? I have no idea. But anyways, right into it. I'm gonna do a little haul, show you guys what I got from there, and we're just gonna do it like as I need the products, okay? Because I got a couple eye stuff and lip stuff, and I believe that's it. Mostly eye and lip. And also face, yes, I got a bronzer because I'm running out of my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I was like, I don't really want to purchase an expensive bronzer right now until I do my research and figure out what I want to try next, because I've been very loyal to Too Faced Chocolate Soleil for a few years now. So I decided to pick up NYX's matte bronzer. As you can see, I'm trying to do the whole eye contact thing more. Is it working for you? Is this creepy or is this better? Because I feel better when I'm looking at you guys like this, like kind of not right in your eye, deep into your soul. But anyways, enough goofing around. I'm feeling goofy today. I actually got some really great news. I got the placement of my dreams, like actually my dreams, and I can't wait about it. I'm in school. I actually took a hiatus for 2 years from school, and I'm back now to finish my last year. I already have a psych degree for people who don't know me, new viewers, people who don't know me. I have a psych degree, and I went to college right after basically to get a counseling diploma, and I had to put it on hold. And while I put it on hold, I started doing catering and YouTube for fun. You know, YouTube is a hobby really more so than anything else. So I do a lot of different stuff just to keep my creative mind flowing and going, okay? But I'm very excited to do the placement because once I finish this whole 500-hour placement, it's gonna just open up so many doors for me, hopefully. At least that's what you hope with co-op and stuff like that. But yeah, so great news, and I'm feeling good, and my health is doing a bit better recently, so I'm also trying to stay positive, guys. Um, I'm gonna dip right into the bronzer because I am so curious on how this is gonna be. Let me color, okay. And this is the other bronzer. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and that's the NYX. The NYX is way lighter and a bit less orange even, I think. Or maybe similarly. I know, I think the NYX one is just a bit lighter, so maybe it will be more buildable. Let's hope so. Obviously, when there's a light, it's really hard to make sure to do natural. So do this under natural light. That's always my advice to you guys. And we're gonna go right in. It's definitely strong. Once it's on the skin, it's very similar to Too Faced, I feel, but it's coming off a little bit more orange or red than Too Faced. But honestly, I kind of like it. It's like a real natural glow situation. There's a lot of fallout though. Okay, I don't appreciate that only because I love this top and I don't want bronzer all over it. Please ignore all, I call it my constellation face because I have 3-4 pimples going. It's because I just finished the time of the month, so my face is recovering from that. and the junk food that you consume during that time. I try my best not to, because the more junk food you have during that time, the more cramps you get, which actually happened to me this time around. They were agonizingly painful. But sometimes you give in anyway, because you're just like, F it, I need it, I need some kind of happiness right now. I'm gonna move right into a little bit of a nose contour because I feel like it could be nice. I'm gonna use my little MAC brush to do my little nose contour, just to keep it really light. I'm using, what number is this again? The 217. This is like a holiday edition brush that I got a very, like, years ago, like a decade ago, guys. I got this like 10 years ago, and it is still going. That's how good MAC brushes are, for people who are wondering, is it worth the investment? If you do your makeup, yeah, it is. It is. But to be fair, I don't use my eye brushes as often, so I don't think I'm a huge trusted source, but the fact that they're still durable, they still feel like new after multiple washings and all that. As you guys can see, I'm just doing a little bit of a nose snatch, nothing crazy. I keep my bronzer really light. You guys are probably just like, she's barely covering her face, she's barely putting on contour. Can you even see it there? You guys see that there, okay? Don't be ridiculous. You see it there. It's just muted. That's how we like it in this house, okay? I like to do a little sweep over the eyes too, just because, I mean, I'm gonna end up putting some eyeshadow there anyway, but I just feel like it gives a nice glow, and I like it. I like it. I'm sure I could make my nose look more snatched, but now is not the time. I'm gonna use the trick that J-Lo uses for full lips. Well, many people use it. I already have very full bottom lips, but my top lip, girl, I would love to get a little filler on my top lip just so it matches my bottom. But I feel like I have pretty, like, nice lips for where I'm from. Okay. Moving on. Sometimes the things that come out of my mouth, I'm just like, am I saying that? Just ignore some of the things I say, because like I've barely eaten and I'm like all over the place, but I apologize. Please stay with me. Stick around. I might even forward through this crap. I don't even know. But moving on, so I'm using the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX concealer. I've been using it for a while, actually, for the last year and a half, and I really like it. And people compare it to NARS, to Tarte Shape Tape. I wouldn't know. I haven't tried Tarte Shape Tape. NARS Radiant Concealer, it's close, but NARS Radiant is pretty elite in my opinion. This is pretty close. It's pretty close. I got the shade Natural this time. I wanted to go a little bit lighter because I feel like, because I've been home often, I'm not as darker as I usually am by this time in the summer, because I'll tan a lot. And of course right now I'm under lights, so I look lighter than I actually am, you guys. Just something to keep in mind. And I'm going a little heavy on the concealer today, because I honestly just have been sleeping really weird, and I want to look a little bit more awake today, especially for a look like this. And I never go this heavy on my concealer. You guys know this about me. If you've been watching my other videos, you will see I don't. And I think I perhaps should use a darker concealer for my pimples, because sometimes when you use a lighter concealer like under your eye, it can highlight the pimple, which I don't want. And I think the color I had before was a better match for my skin, which was beige. So I'll have to get a second concealer for my face, just so everything looks more even, And I have been binge watching Real Housewives of Atlanta on Prime ever since I got Hey You or Hi You. I really don't know how to say that channel. I got the free trial for it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna stay subscribed because I really like Below Deck Mediterranean. I watch that a lot, and Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is super entertaining and funny and very interesting also to see the lives of housewives who are extremely well off. and also how they deal with the public and their relationships, especially after they break up with their partners as well. It's very, very, very commendable in my opinion. Like I know they get paid for it, but the fact that they put their whole lives out there, especially as people of the affluent community, it is really, really hard to do that stuff. Okay, and they will be outcasted in their actual communities for doing this stuff on TV. So kudos to them for doing the best they can with what they got and just like showing us the life, because you know it keeps us entertained too, and entertainment is needed in this world, especially with everything going on. I really have been loving it. I started at first with season 5 because I don't know, I just felt like maybe the quality will be so bad in season 1 I won't enjoy it, and I wanted to enjoy it after everything I've heard. And I love Nene Leakes because I actually followed her on social media before I ever even knew about Real Housewives. Like I just kind of followed her and I didn't know that it was a huge huge thing. And also because she acted on Glee and I was a huge Glee fan at the time. So I loved her as Coach Roz. She played Coach Sue's rival, and she was amazing. Like, so funny. Like, she honestly gave Jane Lynch a run for her money. It was amazing. And I was like, wow, she's an amazing actress. And then I started watching Real Housewives, and I'm like, she's not an actress. Like, she's a housewife. But it was amazing. But I really like her. But I started season 1, and it's like, holy crap, the differences from season 1 to now of everybody on that show, and just how people dealt with things, how people acted, how they dressed. It was all very, it's fun to watch. What shows have you guys been watching lately? Leave me a comment below, let me know, because it's not like I'm some crazy busy influencer or something where I don't have time to read comments. I got time, girl. Okay, tell me a story, tell me something funny, tell me what you love watching, and give me some suggestions, because I love to binge, especially now that I'm going to be working from home with this new placement. It's a remote position, so I'm going to need stuff to watch in the background while I do my work, especially something more lighthearted and funny. As you can see, I'm blending for the gods. And I love that concealer. Like, I don't know if you guys remember what I looked like a bit before. It's not full, like, heavy coverage, but it gives you the nicest, lightest little glow under your eye, and you look more awake, and I love that. And that's really the point here, okay? It's really the point of all of this. And that's the concealer. So we've tried the bronzer and the concealer. I think the bronzer, I could probably do a bit more. Let's see. Like under, I usually do a V under my jaw, which I talk about in my face basics video as well. You guys, this is how I like to contour my jaw, because I tend to have pretty heavy jowls action, and especially when I have too much carbs or whatever, like I get a double chin extremely easily. So for me, contouring under the jaw is way more important than my cheeks, because I have naturally high cheekbones. My points are like, like high up here. And especially when I lose weight, you can really tell even more how much. But I have some new weight goals going. Like, I've been losing weight consistently. Even though it's been very, very hard to, I've been losing weight, and the doctor was telling me, because of my health issues, that it could be good if I could drop down to like 130. And right now I'm like, oh shit, I got weight to lose, like at least 25 pounds I have to lose. So now you know how much I weigh. But I haven't been 130 since I was in high school. Like, to be honest, I think the best weight for me was when I was 140 pounds in university, and I was working out consistently. So a lot of that 10-pound extra that I had, it was all muscle, because that's how much I was working out. I was lifting, I was weight training, I was doing all of that, and I had a good fit body at the time. So for me, even if I'm 140, I'm good. Like, the doctor was like, even if you're like 137, 140, that's like higher up, but it's still okay, but you need to lose a bit more. And I've been as close to 200 pounds before, guys. So for me, losing this weight is like nothing. Like, I know I can do it. I've done worse before. And I've always had a very weird history with weight, Like, my weight has never been, like, perfect, but I have kept it off for so many years. Once I lost that initial weight from being almost 200 pounds, I lost like 40 pounds, 40, 50 pounds. Like, obviously, I wasn't 200 pounds, I was like 180. And then I lost 40 pounds, I was 140. And I was working out, toning up, and I had a great body at the time. I still do, but like, it was even better and a lot more healthy for me at the time. And so for me now, it's like, yeah, I gained about like 15 pounds since COVID started. Like this year alone, I want to say I started gaining maybe in November of last year. So with COVID, it really like fast tracked my weight gain. So it's crazy. Like I gained a freshman 15 or something just from that. And normally gaining weight isn't a bad thing if you're healthy. Like but I don't feel as amazing as I used to. So for me, it's important to get back to feeling healthy. That's what it's all about, okay? It's not about society or this and that. And I told the doctor that as well. Like, listen, I don't want you to be just another doctor telling me to lose weight. I know that I was healthy at this point. And he's like, yeah, you do you. You know your body. I'm just suggesting so that you're not having the issue that you're having now as much, and until we figure out what's going on. So, anyways, that's my life story. That's a bit more about me, if you give a shit. Maybe you don't. But now we're going to move on really quickly. I'm going to try and fast track this just because it's fun. I do like connecting with you guys. Like, I feel like I haven't taken a moment to really connect with everybody by talking. Not everybody enjoys the talking, so it's like, whatever, girl. If you enjoy it, good for you. I love you, and I'm glad you're here and you're listening and caring. And if not, then whatever. And if you guys want to hear a creepy story, which is what people were probably waiting for, which I'm thinking I might put it in the title. I used to know this guy in high school, and we weren't. I wouldn't consider us friends. We just had similar friends. We were in the same friend group, sort of. I used to be friends with like a lot of different people in a lot of different cliques. So for me, I didn't have one group that I was loyal or dedicated to in high school. I was that person who just kind of was friends with everybody. And for me, I feel like we just barely even hung out or talked enough for me to feel like I left an impression on him, but perhaps I did and I didn't realize. And he was, one of those guys who you would just catch like staring at you when you don't want somebody staring at you. It's like, why are you staring at me, bro? Like, okay, so I'm gonna continue this in a sec once I tell you what else I got. I got this awesome lime eyeliner from NYX called Vivid Escape. It matches my shirt, that's why I wore it today, okay? And I'm gonna be using this eyeliner. I also have a Vivid Brights, I think it's Sapphire, I believe this one, Vivid Sapphire. So Vivid Escape and Vivid Sapphire, I might use both or just one to do the look. And I'm also going to be using the ColourPop eyeshadow palette that I built, the custom palette that I built. I did a video on this palette, you guys. You can definitely check it out in my videos. It's all there. And I did a little quick look with it, and I've done looks with it in other videos as well. So I'm thinking today, just to keep it very summery and fresh, I'm going to use probably the yellow and the orange, maybe this one and this one, just to spice it up a little. And then we'll do the lime green liner. It will be very sexy, summery. Remind you of the Swalla La La video that Jason Derulo did with Nicki Minaj. That kind of a vibe. And yeah, I love that tropical vibe. I really do. I mean, look at my bedroom. Look at all the colors I have just behind me. I love color. I love color as much as I love black. Like, I have as much black in my wardrobe as I do color. I am just that girl. We're gonna move to, I think, a little bit more on the face, because I want to add a little color before I move on to the eyes. Just to match it. I like to match more so my blush with my eyes more than the other way around. I know it sounds weird, but sue me, that's how I am, okay? So, creepy story. Basically, that guy, I would just catch him staring at me in high school, and it's just like, why are you staring at me? It was creepy. It's like, no, I'm not even like looking at you. I'm just talking to my friends, and you're just staring at me. And I would just catch him, and you know how sometimes just people just have those like crazy eyes. You just know, like, you have to trust your intuition and gut when somebody just seems off. And I had a boyfriend pretty much throughout high school, like from grade 11, 12, and ever since then I've had a boyfriend. Like, so for me, like, I am a relationship kind of girl. So For me, it was like, I have a boyfriend. You know that I'm not interested. I have never ever shown my interest. And we haven't spoken in 10 years. It's been like 10 years since high school. So for me, it's like this guy, he added me on my Instagram last year, and I didn't accept it. I was not comfortable with that because I just don't like that person because of how they made me feel, like just like uncomfortable. And when you can tell someone likes you but you're not into them like that, but they still seem creepy, you don't want to be associated with that person. Like, no offense to that person. Like, I'm sorry that I don't reciprocate those feelings you possibly could have had for me, or whatever you may feel towards me. Like, there was nothing here, no matter what you made up in your head. And like, I don't like it when people make me feel uncomfortable. No matter who you like, boys, if you're watching this, even if you like a girl, please never make her feel uncomfortable. Just because you like a girl doesn't mean that they're entitled to like you back. It's really not how this works. And honestly, you should want someone who genuinely wants a connection and a relationship with you. And even if you feel like nobody does, you know what? There's always somebody for someone. And when it isn't me, like, I don't want any man to ever take that out on me because I don't deserve that. It's not my fault that I don't like you that way. Like, you can't make yourself like someone. You can't, especially when I've been in a relationship since I was 16. Like, I love my boyfriend that I'm with. I live with him. Like, he is very important to me, and I want people to respect that relationship. And I have no problem with people admiring me, complimenting me, and because, it's human. I do it too. My boyfriend does it too. Like, we're not that controlling in that way. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to compliment people. But please don't go out of your way to make a woman feel uncomfortable and like she owes you something just because you like her. It's just very uncomfortable, and I really wanted to put that out there. I hope nobody takes any offense to this. It's really not me trying to be like all high and mighty, like I think so many people like me. No, like, I know I'm not supermodel like that, okay? But this person I know used to like me, so for me it's just uncomfortable when he did that, and I didn't accept it. And then this year, even though I didn't accept it, I thought he got the hint. I hadn't heard or seen anything from him. And then he added me again when I went public this time, because before I was on private, he had to request me and I was able to, reject it or decline it. But I was on public, so it's almost like he's been like waiting and stalking my account to wait to see when I go public to follow me without me detecting it. And that seems even more creepy to me. And yeah, I could be overthinking, but he's not making me feel any different. So I blocked him. And then what does he do? A couple days later, he follows me on my business account. It's just like, it's like borderline, like, so creepy and scary to me as a woman, because I have been stalked before, and I have been in life-threatening situations with men before. Okay? And I don't like feeling unsafe. And when I get a hint that I am not safe around this person, or they are doing things to make me uncomfortable and not caring about my wishes, it makes me want to be on high alert. And women, please, women, men, both, like, men and women are both capable of obsessive love and obsession and stalking, so please be careful, okay? Please just be aware of your surroundings and who is trying to keep tabs on you and who makes you feel a little bit weird. Even if you're like hesitant, just don't entertain it. And I'm not going to entertain it. I've decided that if anything more happens, of course my boyfriend knows about the situation, but if anything further happens, I'm going to get my boyfriend to speak to that person, and just tell him to back off. It's sad that you just can't respect a woman, pretty much giving you a hint, telling you to back off, but if that's what it takes, then that's what it will take. It's just not fair to make me feel that way. And I don't think he even lives in Canada anymore, which is the thing. Like, you don't even live in the same country as me, and you're making me feel uncomfortable. It's just weird. It's just all around weird. Please don't do that. Please. And that was my creepy story. Have you guys had situations like that? I am sure a lot of the women that watch me have been in these situations where they feel unsafe, or feel like somebody's making them feel very, very uncomfortable. You don't have to share your story, of course, if you're uncomfortable, but please, just be like, yeah, girl, I feel you, in the comments, if you feel me. Now I'm just using the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil, okay, to just quickly do my eyes. Now that I have a little bit of a face on, I haven't put any highlighter on, just just because. Honestly, I do highlighter all the time, but I feel like I'm pretty glowy right now, so I'm not going to do highlighter until the end of my look. If I feel like I need it, then I will add it in. And we're already almost at 30 minutes. Look at that. Okay. Now I'm just taking that bright yellow from my custom palette from ColourPop, and I'm going to pack it onto my lid. Um, the yellow, honestly, almost every yellow I've ever used is extremely patchy and a lot of fallout. Like, I know when there's a lot of pigment in a shadow, there will be fallout, okay? That's just a given. But I don't like how patchy it is. I feel like I need to get a yellow, like, from Makeup Forever or something like that in order for me to feel like I have a true yellow. Maybe even MAC, because MAC is pretty good as well. I know right now on camera it's showing up very nicely, and in person it is patchy. When I say nicely on camera, I just mean the pigment is showing up on camera. Perhaps the patchiness is coming through. You guys can tell me. Right now, I am watching Below Deck Mediterranean in the background. That's another reality TV show that I absolutely love. It's just entertaining to me because it's the kind of job I could see myself doing if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, where I get to travel the world and be in the service industry, even though I hate being in the service industry sometimes. I mean, anybody who's in the service industry, you know why. You know why. It's exhausting and it drains you. Like, honestly, like any field. But it's on a different level because people like to think of people in the service industry as literal pets who do whatever you tell them to do, and that's your job, and that tolerating disrespect is a part of your job as well. And that's when it becomes a really huge problem. And it becomes a daily struggle for people who are in the service industry full time. Okay. For people who don't have to deal with that, in corporate positions where you're not dealing with hundreds of people every day or tens of hundreds of people every day, you're just in your office, you're dealing with people in your office, and yes, you have a lot of pressure, absolutely, but you also have the freedom to lock yourself away in your office or work from home, whatever it may be. People in the service industry don't get that. They don't. And it's extremely hard. And of course, when it comes to corporate jobs, also you have to remember there's a level of education and experience that people have in those positions where, we're taught in university, more so than in college, how to have a certain etiquette, how to behave in situations, how to maneuver arguments, how to properly communicate with your peers. Whereas people who haven't had that education or background, it's not their fault that they haven't been able to get it, because there could be a million reasons why they haven't gotten that education. But because that education is lacking, they lack the etiquette, they lack the understanding that a lot of us do when we do have that higher education. But that is not to say, oh, we're so prissy. We went to university and college, and now we are just so well behaved while everybody else is not. That's not, really not the situation. That was a terrible accent, so I apologize deeply for that. But it's not that at all. I'm just saying, a lot of the times, that could be why. It's the reason why you see like construction men hollering at women in public, but you'll never see a man in corporate hollering at women in public. They'll do it in private. Oh, sure. They'll even pay to do it in private. But in public, they won't. But then you also have those corporate people who just use their power and their money to take advantage of younger people, and it's unfortunate that people like that exist. There will always be people in any walk of life, any field, that will take advantage of others that will not consider the feelings of others, because it's also sadly a part of human nature, you know? But leading back to below deck Mediterranean, it's really interesting to see how they handle people who are demanding, especially rich people who are demanding and feel like, you know, entitled to everything in the world because they're so rich. They can buy anything. They can buy you if they want to. Um, and also how Captain Sandy, she's a female captain of a super yacht, and her journey, what it took to get there, and how great of a leader she is, really, on the show. It's very inspiring to watch as a woman. I will say that. A lot of the crew is female, and you see the way women lead, and it inspires you to do the same. And it's a great show, and it's really fun. It's like Jersey Shore, but on a yacht, but not as like potties here, and not as like cabs are here. I don't even know how to not Jersey basically. not Jer- not Jersey. But I love Jersey Shore. I love Snooki. Snooki is, of course, my favorite. She has had the most personal and professional growth out of everybody on that show. And everybody used to look down on her in the beginning, and she leveled up, and she's like the richest cast member. And not just the richest, but she's also like the most like life-loving castmate besides Polly D in my eyes, you know? She just loves life. She lives for her kids and her husband, her family, and she's always doing something new with herself. Like, she pushes herself to try new things, whether she's good or not. And I think it's amazing how far she has come as a person, as a human being, and it's like what we should all hope for in our lives, that we get better and better every day, you know? That's really it. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be better than someone else. You just have to be better than who you are. And I don't think it's bad to strive for better for yourself, you know. So on camera, it's looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to keep it pretty low key with the yellow for now. Now, I know as soon as I mix in some orange, it's going to get crazy up in here. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the orange under the eye. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before, but it's okay. We're gonna deal with it now. So I'm gonna go in with this bright little number over here. I believe it's called ooh. Okay, because I know they have an orange called Bratty, which I also have. It's the lighter orange, I believe. But the ooh, I like to say it like that, even though it's not spelled like ooh you. It's O O O. So I'm just gonna pop it right under the eye in the lash line. Okay, you guys. Like very it's gonna look subtle right now, but I'm gonna blow it out. I'm gonna blow it out. And yes, don't come for me. I need to wash my brushes. I washed my face brushes, the two that I'm gonna use in the video, but I haven't washed my previous eye brushes. The Morphe brushes that that you just saw me use to pack on the yellow, it was brand new, so I didn't need to wash it. Even though I'm sure some people suggest you wash your brushes when they're new, but girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So it's looking a little ghoulish, but I feel like I like it. Like, it's like a summer ghoul. So I'm just gonna pack it on. It's okay if it's a little editorial style, because like I said, I'm just gonna take this right off. Because of my pimples, I don't want to keep makeup on my face for too long anyway. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little peach number here that I built. If you guys want to know the names of all the shades that I picked for my custom palette, please just go watch my ColourPop video, okay? I have a ColourPop video, just go and watch it. I'm popping that peach right in the inner corner because it's gorgeous. Like, I haven't even used that peach yet. Like, I can't believe I haven't used you yet. Wow. That is gorgeous. Wow. I got this palette such a long time ago, you guys, and I haven't even, like I've swatched everything, but I haven't put it on my face. But that color, holy ball sacks. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm liking how editorial that's looking, you guys. It's looking mad editorial, and I am here for it. Okay. And I guess if we wanted to go super editorial, I could do something more, but I think I like this color palette right now, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah, that's what I've decided. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with the lime. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Let me zoom in for this. Shake your booty. What songs have you guys been listening to recently? Because there's been a lot going on, hasn't there? There's been a lot going on, my friends. For me, the album that is on repeat right now is Limbo by Amine. With my babies in my red Mercedes. Attitude life, fuck you, pay me. And yes, we don't say the N-word in this house, motherfuckers. We do not. We hear it in a song, and guess what we do? We skip right over it. It's that easy. Who knew? Who knew it was that easy? You hear a word, you know it's not meant for you, and you just don't say it. The concept. The concept. But I love Amine. Sorry, I was trying to concentrate on this liner. There we go. Because I want that liner to show. Because when you have hooded eyes, you have to do kind of a motion so that you can actually see the liner, you know? And I will do a liner video for you guys, even though there's a billion hooded liner videos, guys. You don't need me to make a video. What am I saying? You don't need me to do that. You don't need me to do that. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, thoughts on the liner. It's patchy. It dries a little tight. I love the color. You do have to pack it on to get it. That's why what you're seeing is just like one line of it. And of course my liner had to be messed up because I didn't do it right. But let me go back in and add some more color here. Okay. But you see how crinkly it is? I don't know if you guys can't because my camera sucks. My camera sucks, but it's very crinkly where it dries. I suggest you do one eye at a time and you close your eye when you're done one and dry it and then continue if you want a more flawless application. That is my opinion. I was gonna add some blue like flecks, but I feel like it'll take away from the summery popsicle neonness of the look. So I'm gonna keep it, and I think it looks really cute with my top. I'm just gonna pop on some mascara from their Real, and then I'll be back with the next product that I purchased that I'll be using. And boom, mascara on. And that's just mascara, you guys. No lashes, nothing. Like, Benefit, they're real. Like, I just use the brush very well. I feel like their brush is just superior to any brush I've used besides Estee Lauder, okay? You guys will notice it has a little ball tip at the end, right? And that is what I use to get in the corners and then separate the lashes and lift the tips like up. It is so useful, and I'm thinking that when this is done, I'm going to save the brush, wash it, and use it with a cheaper mascara formula, because formula isn't really what makes a mascara. It's the brush. So, we're going to go with that. And yes, of course, I'm going to go right into the next product that I got from NYX, which is the Micro Brow. Woohoo! It has been compared to Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I am excited to find out because I have never used it, like I've never bought Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've only used like a friend's brow pencil before. I'm usually a brow pencil slash benefit kind of gal when it comes to my brows, so Anastasia Beverly Hills is still pretty new. I love that it comes with a spoolie, and the color that I got, I believe, is ash brown. I got ash brown because my hair is a bit lighter right now, and I do plan to stay light for a bit. So for me, it was important to get get a brow pencil that would kind of go with in between, you know? So we're gonna go in. As you can see, my brows are nicely shaped right now because I'm dermaplaning my face. So when I dermaplane, I also use that opportunity to shape my brows. I tend to go with my natural arch. As you can see, there's a bit more of a point here than here, but you know, it's hard for me to get it perfect. I'm not a professional. But I think for someone who's not a professional, I'm pretty good. So I'm just using the tip now to just fill in my brows. I already have pretty thick brows, but obviously you can tell where I'm sparse. Like up here, I'm sparse. And down near the end. And of course at the front here. So I'm just filling in the spots, and then I'm going to take the opportunity to run the pencil right under my brow, and I'm going to take that chance to run it right across the top where I want that shape. And we're going to use the spoolie to just brush that pencil, the brush strokes, everything, just blend it all into one. And I think also brushing out your brows gives it a more of a furry look. So obviously you can tell it's not like a huge difference because my brows thankfully are pretty naturally shaped nicely and they're an even color. But it just makes it look more put together, you know, not as like sparse or just spread out. It just looks more polished. So I'm going to do that to the same end and I'll be back. Okay, so now both brows are done, and I'm going to move on and do a little bit of highlighter. But before I do that, I am going to do a little bit of setting under my eye because I like a little bit more of a finish. And I've really been curious to try the Hourglass setting powder. I've heard great things about it, and a friend gave this to me. Thank you so much to my friend Louise. She is a baller, MVP, amazing friend. She's always giving me new makeup to try, and I am so grateful for that. And I'm just gonna place it very lightly under my eye. I do not bake, you guys. I just pat and then sweep. I keep it hella simple when it comes to my setting. I do not kid around. And we're just gonna place it. We're just gonna tap it on under. We're gonna sweep it right off. And I'm sure if I said it, it would be a huge difference, but I can already tell in person how nice that looks. And I'm gonna go ahead and also make sure to set my nose because I get extremely oily there. Not that I need to set, but it's just nice too. And then I'm going to take the same fluffy big brush. This is just a Eco Tools face brush, and I'm using the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Sunlight. It's a little bit darker than an average highlighter that I use, but I love the Pure Nude line from Essence. It is a drugstore brand in Canada. You can find it at Shoppers most likely, and it is fabulous. The mascaras especially are great. Lash Princess is one of my favorites. I love it. I'm going to use a bit of that at the tip of the nose. And I'm going to use it to highlight under my brows as well. Okay. We kept it really simple with the highlighter there. And now everything is done. We're gonna move on to the lips, which is the last step, the super exciting step. So I'm gonna go a bit like heavier on the lip because I really want to try out both the liners that I got from NYX. I also got a lipstick from NYX, so these are the last three products that I got that I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so this is Run the World, and it is from the NYX Suede line. Okay, I love the NYX Suede lipsticks, and I'm very curious to see how the lip liners are. So I've decided I'm going to do the darker color, which is Run the World, around the edges, and then I'm going to do the pink in the middle. You guys are probably looking at the camera like, what the heck are you doing to your face? This is gonna be very rave, very summer, very 90s, so go with it. Okay, so I've lined the outside of my lip with Run the World. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the pink, which is, I forget the name, Pink Lust, okay? Whoops. You're gonna do right down the middle. So you guys can see where I'm going with this, right? Right, okay. This is Electroshock. It's super Barbie pink, very, very pink. I'll do a little swatch for you guys. Like, it is a bright. And I'm gonna dab it in the middle. So we're gonna, it's a little patchy. Ooh, that is Electroshock, baby. Holy crapola. This would be perfect for my Nicki Minaj look. You know how she used to wear this bright pink lip back in the Super Bass days? So, because it's a little bit extra than I imagine, I just went in, blotted it, and now I'm just going over with a slightly damp tissue, like paper towel, very, very slight, and dab it all. And then we're gonna go back in with the purple, Run the World. Now to spice this up a bit, I am going to go in with a little lip gloss. I'll be back. So e.l.f. has this lip lacquer that I've been wanting to try for a while now. My friend also got me this as well. It's just a clear lip lacquer, nothing crazy. I didn't mind getting the wand a little pink, so there we go. Now the reason I added a little bit of this is because it brings a little bit of moisture back into your lips, because when you're using the suede liner with the suede lipstick, it is very drying. So with the addition of the lip lacquer, it just brings a little bit of moisture back into your face. And then I'm going to go in and dab over it. I think I'm going to go in with the baby lips. Perfection. Okay. Okay, I like that now. So that's going to be our look. That's the base of it. Now we're going to go in with our little setting spray. Okay. And just wave that bad boy around. So this is a trick that I mentioned before that I got from Makeup by Mario. He does this on Kim Kardashian apparently, where he swiftly brushes the setting mist until it dries. And you guys are gonna do that. And this is like how we're gonna do it today. And I feel like I've tried everything I wanted to try on the table. Like, my table is a mess right now in front of me. But I feel like we did a really good job of trying new things today. I love the yellow, orange, lime green with the little peach moment and the eyes. I do feel like, of course, you can do a better lip with this look, for sure. I just really wanted to try the lip stuff that I got from NYX, okay, you guys? I was very eager to. I feel like the Electroshock is good, but I want to only be able to use it, like, during the summer. Winter, you're not going to be able to wear that kind of a lip unless, you know, you do something deeper with it, like a darker liner, like I did with the purple. I would do more of the purple. But I do feel their other suede matte lipstick that I got, I love way, way more. That one is called Sweet Talk, and it is so gorgeous, and it's creamier. It feels better on the lip. I find a lot of the time when it comes to pinks this bright, it comes off very drying. I don't know what it is. But thank God it's not as expensive, so I don't feel as bad using my money on that. But the ColourPop palette, of course, fabulous. As always, I was extremely happy with the peach color. Extremely, extremely happy. I'm just going to give you guys a quick look up close. So this is the final look. Yes, my face is not flawless because of my pimples. Leave me alone. But besides that, I did a very natural kind of look. Very glowy, very summery. And I'm loving that peach inner corner. I'm going to do that more. The peach inner corner, even with like a pastel blue shadow, how gorgeous would that be? And I'm loving the matching liner with the top. I think that looks super cute. And my hair is like this right now, which I think looks super cute with the look. But let's see with my normal hair. We are at like an hour with this video. Oh yeah. Okay. This is more like, could you please bring me my sandals so I can walk down to the pool, please, with my pina colada in my hand? And the other look was more, let's go rave, baby. Let's go rave. And both are me. Let's just keep it all the way real. And then this is Lord Farquaad, but Wamana, right? And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I don't know what is going on with me today. I am just feeling very goofy and very tired and very creative and excited. But I really hope you guys enjoy this look. I had so much fun creating it for you guys. As you can see, I kind of just went along and decided what I was going to do on the spot. So if I was a little bit all over the place, my apologies for that, okay? I just want to give you a glimpse of my candles glowing in the background, get into the vibes, get into the moods. Have you purchased Forever Mood from Jackie Aina yet? Have you? Because every time I tried to go buy it, it was sold out, girl, so I did not. But I can't wait for their shipping, international shipping, to be a bit better because it is pretty expensive as well. So in a way, I was like, maybe it's good it sold out before I got it this time around because I would be spending way too much money there. But this is the look that we have, and I am loving it. I feel the only thing, like I said, that I would have loved is if the yellow was a bit better. But I'm sure I'll find a better yellow sometime. And the lip is growing on me now, too. I actually have a MAC cream color called Magenta. That's exactly like this that I used for a look to be Nicki Minaj years ago. And it's a really, really fun color. So I feel like I could match that with the cream color to create a very editorial style look. Again, like a monochromatic style type. You get the point. Look. So this is it. This is the look, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really hope you had fun talking with me for the last hour, watching me in your background, wondering who the hell is this girl, why am I listening to her, and what am I doing? But hopefully you found some products that you really, really love. I hope you guys checked out my other videos. I did a press-on nail video recently. I don't know yet if I'm going to put up my clothing haul before this one or after. But check it out either way because they will be around the same time, and I'm just bringing back the heat for you guys since I've been away, and I really hope you love this video, and I'll definitely be back with more makeup videos, shorter videos. But let me know what you think of this type of long talking video. Did you hate it? Did you think I should stick to shorter videos? Let me know. I won't take it personally. Just be nice about it, alright? Love you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great, great week, and I'll see you later. Peace.